What a beautiful day to be out here expressing our love for God, family, and country, patriotism, in the land of the free and the home of the brave. I want to first of all begin by giving a special shout out and thanks to Kim Paris, to Jenica, to all the volunteers, to Eve, to everyone that is here who made this event possible. Can we give them a big round of applause? To all of our vendors who've come out, to all of our speakers who've come out and traveled from different places to be here and celebrate America with us today. I'm so honored to be here. I know I got my hands full here, but I don't have a podium. But this is grassroots, right? We just know how to get it done. But I wanted to share with you briefly today who I am, what I do, and why I feel that the conservative woman is not only just so instrumental in this election cycle, but also for times ahead of us, and how I feel that you can be encouraged and empowered to continue to stand for your conservative values. Let me ask, how many conservative ladies are out here today? Can I see a show of hands? Can we clap? Can we raise our hands? Amen. The tour is named the Powerful, Beautiful, Fearless Conservative Woman Tour. And those are not just words people that were coming together to name that came up with just to name the tour, but it's because we believe that powerful, beautiful, and fearless adequately describes the conservative woman today. And before I go further, I wanted to give a shout out to my husband, William Owens, who couldn't be here with me today, but he's stationed here, not stationed, but he's in Atlanta, Georgia, holding down the fort there while I've made a trip here today. He also toured with me on 250 tea parties with Tea Party Express and other groups. And he represents, just conservative core values and principles. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my husband. And just let you know that we're a team effort. But Powerful, Beautiful, Fearless, the Conservative Woman Tour, really just grew out of a mandate. What I do here, what I'm doing with the tour is not just a good idea. It's not something I just thought to come up with. It's not something my husband just decided to do because I worked in the conservative movement before and hey, maybe let's just do this. But it was born out of prayer. It was born out of a lot of thought. It was born out of a lot of conversations. And I believe it is a mandate for my life, so much so that I gave up the condo in Silver Spring in January, Silver Spring, Maryland, and I refused the offer to take housing in Tampa, Florida in a gorgeously decorated home just to sit there and just maybe push some emails out and do a little rah-rah over Facebook. But instead, we traded the Mercedes for a 25-foot RV, and we got in there. We're going to be on the road till November, and we're going to be talking about conservative values and ideas. I think that's how our patriots and our founding fathers did it. I think they came here and just took what they had. And I think I know, in fact, that America was discovered and was implemented and holds the freedoms that we have today because of patriots who took a stand for God, family, and country. So that's my story. I can go on and on, but this is really not about me. It's about the conservative woman. Did you know that there is a war on women going on? And, they want to paint it as though this is something that the conservatives and the GOP came up with because of women's reproductive rights, that somehow standing for conservatism and standing for life somehow undoes what's going on in society. I mean, women can make any choice women want to make. But that doesn't mean that we have to support it with our tax dollars and we're not going to compromise our convictions. Instead, we're going to stand up and we're going to fight back. And we're going to let them know we don't espouse those. We have our morals and our convictions. If we don't impose them on you, you surely are not going to impose them on us. So the war on women, really, all it is a political tool. Excuse me. It's a political tool. It's a new spin on class warfare, is what it is. It's a political season. I mean, can't we read the sign, the handwriting on the wall? This is just another ploy for the Obama administration to take a jab at conservative women and further cause a divide between women in America. It's class warfare. But you know what I say? Conservative women, I mean, this is the common sense rally. We have so much common sense. We really do. We espouse so much common sense to where we say, you know what, we can go out and have our businesses. We can rear children. We don't have to be afraid of government. We can love our families and love our husbands. And we can be proud of who we are, and we can follow the rules, unlike our government who does not follow rules. We can be wise in our spending, unlike our government who does not spend our money wisely. And you know that women are the top consumers in America. And we are, you know, the three issues we're concerned about are jobs, economy, and national security. But the liberal left wants to paint us as though, you know, we're just concerned about, ooh, somebody who wants to get an abortion and use my money for it, and you know, that's just so 1940, I'm not going to do that. We're not thinking that way. That's not how we think. Look at who is on our side. We have mama grizzlies who are on our side, don't we? Okay. We have a governor in Arizona whose book is called Scorpions for Breakfast. I mean, come on, if that's not powerful, beautiful, and fearless, I don't know what is. One who will point her finger at our president and say, why are you coming against me for taking up for my state? Why are you trying to impose things against my state? She took a stand for her country, and she was powerful, beautiful, and fearless, just like each and every one of us. But we have a mandate, ladies, like mine might be to step in an RV and travel here, fly here, do what I had to do to get here. And I tell you what, it was a journey to get here. You better believe it was. It was a fight tooth and nail to get here. But conservative women stepped up and it made it possible, and that's why I'm here today. And I tell you what, it's about each one of us going into society and exemplifying godly character, Christian morals and ethics, and not to be afraid at all. I mean, when I looked at this Julia, this fictitious Julia, I thought to myself, is that the best they can come up with? You know, have a fictitious Julia story, an account of how the government would take care of a woman from age, 7, all the way up to where she goes or runs her own business, but how the Romney and Paul Ryan plan would tear that down. That's the best he can come up with, a fictitious character. We don't need fiction. We're the real deal. We prove it day in and we prove it day out, and there's more of us than there are of them. So if they want to warn women, I say bring it, because I know each one of us is going to stand up for what we do. We're going to do it in class, and we're going to do it in style. We don't have to stoop to their level. As I come to a close, I want to talk to you a little bit about a book that I wrote. I'm going to drop these other books in my hand. My table's back there. You can see some other writings that we have. But my book is called The Power Within a Conservative Woman, Engaging America for God, Family, and Country. Now, this is the demo manuscript. The printer files go up today, uploaded. This is the second revision on the book. I ran with this book in 2008, had it on all the Tea Party tours, sold out, revised a few things, got a new cover on it. But people are supporting me because they'll come by there, they'll buy one, they'll buy 25, they'll buy a case. Pre-ordered for this book, it'll come out. But it's called The Power Within a Conservative Woman, Engaging America for God, for Family, and for Country. And I want to tell you why I purposely titled it The Power Within and not The Power Of. Because really, if we hold on to our own selves and our own thoughts, we don't have any power of ourselves. But if we dig down deep and espouse our Christian values and our Christian heritage, we have all the power that we need to fight against a liberal onslaught. That is how you're going to win this war. First, you got to win it internally. Once you win it internally, you'll be able to engage in society, because you don't know what's coming our way. We don't know what's going to be like when we wake up tomorrow. But we need to be ready. We need to be ready to stand in every area of our lives. So that's why I titled it The Power Within a Conservative Woman. And I open each chapter with a thought from a conservative woman, from a woman of power, from a woman who shows us how to stand. And on that thought, I weave some scripture, and I give you some thoughts of my own. And it's not a long read. It's just like a 108-page book. But it's blessed so many women because they're able to take this and step by step think about how I'm going to engage in society. What's the real war? What's the real deal? What's going on in our country? Why do we have to take this stand? And you know, what is it that's going to compel us? We have to be ready at all levels. When we go to the grocery store, when we go to our jobs, when we go to church even, when we go to restaurants. You never know where the conversation is going to strike. But what you do want to know is that you're prepared to take your stand. Now, again, everyone has their place. Some ladies talk about their values very discreetly here, one a person, there a person. They don't talk to crowds. They talk to individuals. It's very grassroots. It's very evangelical in nature. They talk to individual people. But the thing is, I really want to stress this point before I forget it. Women share common value. We share common ground irregardless of political parties. It doesn't mean we reach across the aisle and start compromising. That's not what that means. What it means is we can say, do you like keeping your money? Do you enjoy taking care of your family? Do you think the government has a right to do all of these different things? And once we have open and honest dialogue, you'll find that a lot of women really espouse conservative ideals that are more reflective of, you know, the party that we represent. Most of us here may represent. And it really helps to break down walls to really show people who we are, what we do, and if we do it in love, if we do it with concern, we'll make converts. People will come to know these conservative women are real. They're not talking the fluff. The fluff doesn't work, ladies. That doesn't work. We have to talk the true values, really care about people, because it's not, people don't want to, they don't care how much we know, they want to know how much we care. And we talk to each one, we'll find those who have hearing ears, and we'll drop a seed in them, and it'll make a difference in their lives. I had a thought, and my closing thought is, when government first starts to tear down society, they first mess with our dollars, they mess with our money. And then they go right after moral society. I mean, that's going on all along, but then they take that hit. Now we got the first sitting president ever to come out and endorse gay marriage. So now, the leader of the free world is somehow everyone's supposed to rally behind that and get behind that, and woe are you if you don't. So they first hit with government in your pocket, then they hit with government in society. I mean, I don't want little kids coming home and saying, Mom, we had someone come in today talking about why Johnny has 2 fathers and why Cindy has 2 moms as parents, and this is happening across the country in schools and public schools. They infiltrate society. Then the third thing they go after, and this is the juggler, they go after your Christian faith. And they go after it hard. Now they're doing all 3 simultaneously, but one by one by one. And that's usually the decline of any country. We have to stand together. And I know each one of you will do it, because each one of you ladies are powerful, beautiful, and fearless. And I thank you for having me. I thank you for your time and attention. God bless each one of you.